Y'all, this week has been beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're fixing to go in my shop. I'm just going to share a few things with y'all right quick. So if you don't like a talking video, just click off now. So I picked this thing up today. This is an old blast cabinet. It's just cool as heck, man. All still seals up good. Had this add-on vacuum put on it over here, souped up. Look at the inside of it. Very nice. It's got a light in the top of it up there. I'm gonna change it out to an LED. Just mint condition. The guy who had it, he had repurposed it from somewhere else. And then, you know, now he's repurposed it to me. I got to put another glass on that. It's frosted pretty good on it. But yeah, it'd be a cool addition to the shop. So the Rotobeck thing, the contest for the name of the new Rotobeck Grapple, it ended today. And they're going to announce the winner for that tomorrow, which will be February the 1st. I'm kind of involved, but I'm not really involved. You know what I mean? It's kind of a indirect involvement, I guess, if you want to say. But they sent me a list this morning of the I think it was 11. And they told me to pick the 3 that I liked, you know, and then they were going to go back. So I looked at it. And they said they had over 200 entries, the contest, which is nuts, man. They got back with me this afternoon. They said they had picked a winner, and it's really cool. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it, and everything that's going on with that. Some good stuff. The Grapple finally got the lugging information for the pin grab for the machine that I'm going to be putting it on, and got that situated today so that the Rotobeck can get the lugging made for it. Here's the thing that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to share with y'all about me. And some of y'all probably have picked up on this and know it. I'm a loner, and to a point that it's almost a fault. I like doing stuff by myself, and I guess it gives me a sense of gratification to do something by myself, although a lot of times, a lot of things I do by myself, I'm trying to do it by myself to the point to where it just about does me in trying to do it by myself. And if I just had some help or asked for some help, I got plenty of people who would help me in a heartbeat, but I'm just too stubborn to ask for help. I just like doing stuff by myself. So that's a fault. And another fault of that is when you're doing stuff by yourself and you're well-rounded, you know a lot of stuff, and you're mechanically inclined for this, that, and the other, and you can do all kind of sorts of things, and you do stuff by yourself, you're missing out on a huge opportunity by not having somebody around you or other people around you where you can share your knowledge and know-how on what you know, where you can pass it on. And that's a huge fault of mine, and I fail miserably at that. So Gabe has been helping me this week. Kevin helped me Sunday, and then Gabe was with me Monday, Tuesday, and today's Wednesday. Gabe wants to work. He's 16, and so today we did not fire up a saw. We didn't do anything. Well, I mean, we didn't do anything like tree work wise. We did some stuff on my lift here, and first of all, we went and got my chipper, went and picked it up, brought it back home, gassed it up. Then we went and picked that thing up. We worked on this lift here and done some things on it. And I'm going to get into some stuff and explain things, but Gabe learned a lot today on doing that. And what it did too, it saved me about 500 trips around this thing to come around here and turn the key on to do what I was doing, and then go back around over on the other side of it. Because where I was working on it, I take it and jack it up to where the tracks are up in the air, you know, about belly high. They'll come up about 38 inches off the ground, I think is what they'll come up, or something like that, maybe 40. But when you got the legs all the way out, you got to walk all the way around the legs, you know, to get around it. So it's a lot of steps. And I was messing with it last night, and it got to be about 9 o'clock, and I was like, that's the reason why I didn't get a video out today. I was like, you know what, I'm just done. And that's the thing. When I get to that point, I'm better off just to go in and leave it alone and just, you know, come back the next day where I got a fresh mind. I may think about something else, or, you know, or whatever. And then too, it helps having Gabe here, you know, because I mean, I can talk through my problems, you know, and what have you. We got where we needed to be on the lift, got that situated, and we went outside, and I told Gabe, I said, well, we kind of done. It was about 2 o'clock, I guess. And he said, Mr. Tim, he said, look, he said, you don't even have to pay me for today. He said, I learned so much today. And I said, no, man. I said, I'm gonna pay you. I said, don't worry. I said, I'm gonna pay you. And I said, I tell you what. I said, you want to do something else? He said, yeah. He said, I want to do something else. I said, well, let's hook up to the trailer. And I said, we'll take the Ranger, we'll go over to our property. I said, we'll run the traps right quick. And I said, we'll do that. We headed over there and ran all the traps. I didn't have anything caught today. I caught some more coons and stuff, but I didn't have anything in the trap today. We moved some traps. I showed him how to set the coon traps up, the DPs up, and rode them through all the property. And I was glancing over at him, and he just kept talking about how pretty it was, how pretty the green fields were, and everything is just lush, you know. And I go over every day, but I don't really realize that till he is saying it, you know. And he's saying, man, he said, dang, he said, this is just absolutely beautiful. And you know, I think, well, I put an insane amount of work on keeping that place up, and I'm pretty much the only one that sees it, and I don't get to share it, you know, or whatever. And then I don't post it on here because I don't like the people around me, because I have people around me here that use stuff against me all the time, and it's so frustrating. I can be somewhere, man, somebody come up and they're using it against me and say, hey, I seen you doing so-and-so, you know, whatever. And so I hate to show that stuff, but in the same respect, I'm not getting to share it either. I was glancing over at him as we were riding around on the Ranger, and he was taking pictures. You know, he's taking, because it's a cool place. And I was having him do stuff, you know, here, you go do it, and you go put it on this tree, you know, and this is how you do it and why you do it. And to see him taking that in and learning that was just cool. Because, you know, Gabe's mom and dad, so he had kind of a little background. It's 7 kids plus his mom and dad. They got a big family. Gabe's the oldest. It's 9 of them total. 16. The youngest is an infant that was born in September, I believe. And he's homeschooled. That's the reason why he can help me, because he's homeschooled. And so on the days that he does not have schoolwork to do, he's free to work for me. Works out really good as far as that goes. But his mom and dad have laid down a good foundation for him to where now he can get out and he can get around different individuals like me or whoever. And man, they can finish polishing him on off in other areas. I say all that to say this, that, you know, I need to involve others in what I do to where I'm not so by myself, because I do like it. I mean, I like it. I enjoyed it today. It was just so much fun. You know, if you got somebody around you and you're working through a problem, on my end, it's not near as bad as it is when you're by yourself. You know, this week here has been really cool for me. Started off with Sunday with Kevin, working with him. Dude, that was just so cool. You know, I miss working with him in the woods. But, you know, I'm doing what I need to do, and I needed to get out when I got out of the logging. This is more my lane of the road to be in, doing what I'm doing. And I know they miss me, too. I know they've had to work through some problems. I know they've probably been several times that, you know, they probably looked around and said, man, I wish Big Brother Tim was here. You know, we could get it, you know, we could get it figured out or whatever. It would go quicker. We're not saying that I got the answer for everything or anything like that. I'm not tooting my horn or nothing like that, so don't go there. But just, it makes things better. But time changes things. Time does things. It does things for the good. It does things for the bad. I love posting videos. I guess posting videos is kind of my way out. I can share, but I can share at a distance. It's kind of a safety. You know, I can share with tens of thousands of people. I'm over here and y'all are over there. So it gives me a way out from being a loner, so to speak. And it's like the trap, and there's been 2 or 3 people in the comments that said, I didn't know you did that because I never shared it. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.